Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everybody from wherever you are. We've got a heavyweight matchup coming at you. Sweden versus France, top of the winners bracket. Sweden going undefeated through Swiss stage, trying to continue their winning ways. Meanwhile, France will try to topple Sweden's reign at the top of the table. Today, semifinals, Sweden versus France. I'm Jingwon, and my co-commentator here is Lef Farrell, and we'll be talking you through what's going on. Lef Farrell, what are you expecting out of this match?
Oh yeah, this is a match I feel like everyone has been expecting again after, what happened in group stage or in Swiss stage where we actually, just to refresh everyone's memory, France actually lost to Sweden before 3-5. They narrowly missed that tiebreaker, Sweden taking it just a little bit, but France was only knocked down by one in that group stage. They looked very strong at the tail end of that, and just recently, last weekend in quarterfinals, they took down the United Kingdom, one of the favorites of this tournament. So Sweden, looking at those scores from France last week, facing an even harder pool against an even more difficult opponent in this semifinals round. Like, they're gonna have to be very careful with this matchup here. They know each other by like the back of their hands. They played each other before, and it's really up to the scaling here for both of these teams. France is one of those countries that, well, I mean, they do better the later it goes on, right? If you look at the pool here, it's 6.6, and teams are already coming out with their bans here. What do you think about these bans?
Yeah, I think it's not really a surprise to see Hidden 2 banned. We've seen Sweden be able to pull out pretty good scores. I mean, last week we've already seen France not run comparatively high scores on those reading maps. Meanwhile, Sweden last week we saw 2.2 million on Nomad 6. So that's not really a surprise. Nomad 6 also coming out. That's really not surprising at all. Now, on Sweden's side, the DT3 and the Hard Rock 2, I thought they would leave the Hard Rock 2 open. Honestly, they didn't do too badly on it from what I've seen, but but I think that if they're not scaling well into the precision Hard Rock 2, especially this week, it's one of the more fair bans of the pool in my opinion.
Yeah, that is very true. France get rid of both Loyar picks in Nomad and Hidden. They have to deal with No Hard Rock 2, which is one of their staples, and the DT3 ban from Sweden. So a bit less of the speed in that DT pool. They have to go through this first pick by France, though. Hard Rock 3, the swing alt melee Jazz. Yeah, it is Jazz, right? There's
Yeah.
lots of tricky sections on this map.
Yeah, it's the map that doesn't look hard, but then you play it and then you get like 85%. One of those maps. So we're gonna see Punky in, of course. Fayar, meanwhile, Huras. I wonder if okay, yeah. So we see Joe Cho coming in. Meanwhile, we have Ren, Sig, Uge, and FaZe Terry coming in for Sweden. Now, Sweden has actually been very consistent last week. They didn't score above 3 million, but they only had one map below even 2.2. So for France, it's really going to be, or the question that we're really going to have to see is Sweden going to be able to maintain that consistency as they get into the higher pools? Meanwhile, France, it does occasionally score pretty low, but they have a seemingly higher ceiling. But with the higher SR, who knows what's going to happen? So we see early act drops basically across the board. Punky, the only player with above 96% even. So, early miss from FaZe Terry will kind of throw that score lead just barely over to the side of France. Meanwhile, another miss from Sweden does not bode well early on this map. But we still haven't hit the Kia yet.
Yeah, it's one of those really long maps, and even the in-betweens on this map, very, very difficult. Fayar does get caught behind on one of those cut patterns. FaZe Terry as well in the trade though, but still 4-3 on both teams. And like you said, 85%. You got to watch out on the accuracy on this one. Well, look who's winning on the accuracy. France by about a 3% more higher average. But even then, that's still massive on this map. CK is on the 92. Spitza, I think that's Spitza, right? That's it. So that's 91 on him, and their highest on their team is 94%. So you can see who has the clear advantage in comfortability here, but not the combos anymore as they lose Euras on one of those flow patterns. The map does not get any easier. It's so consistent, but with these consistent misses from their fourth players, France, with their accuracy, will keep this lead for quite a bit longer.
FaZe Terry drops off on the side of Sweden, but that's fine. That was their lowest accuracy. What's important for them is they need Sig, Rand, and Uge to keep on comboing. Meanwhile, France, those accuracies are holding off the Storm for now. But as the map grows late, as the map gets longer and the combos get louder, but Sig drops off, and now suddenly 2v2 with strong supporting combos on the side of France. That accuracy is going to... Oh, but a full combo drops off on the side of France, and now it's a bigger question mark. Still plenty of map left. Punky is going to need to carry their team if they want to take this map. Meanwhile, Rand shaking. Are they a little bit nervous now that they know that they have the break to see what the combos are, what the state is? Uge and Rand are going to be trying to take it back for Sweden. 100k, but it's only growing the larger the combos get for France. Uge drops off, and now it's a huge, long, twisting road to victory for Sweden. Meanwhile, France has open air in front of them, but Fayar drops off. Punky, though, the big combo stays strong as these patterns get all the more difficult. It's Rand versus Punky, but unfortunately for Rand, the support behind Punky is far stronger in AC and combo.
Oh, that's a disheartening miss there for Sweden. Spitza, their last FC actually is gone. Bunky Star goes down right after, but Hioris is right there to take over this map. FaZe Terry just not liking this map at all, and that really is what lost Sweden this map here. They had a way less better fourth player support in FaZe Terry. Fayar was just marginally better, 100k above, and with those very long FC holds from their other three players. France showing how dominant they are in Hard Rock once again. I don't think they've lost the Hard Rock map yet in this tournament. Will take the first point in this Hard Rock 3.
Yeah, I mean, they picked this for a reason, right? You want to make a statement with your first pick, and you tend to pick the strongest, and it just goes to show that at this higher SR, last week 1.9 million wouldn't really have won much, but now 1.9 million is a win by 300k. Fantastic performance from Punky Steria, and incredibly strong support on the side of Heuris and Fayar. Meanwhile, and Jojo, I shouldn't forget. Meanwhile, on Sweden's side, the combos were actually somewhat there. It's just that the accuracies weren't. And when your accuracies aren't high, you need those combos to carry the majority of the burden. But unfortunately, we just did not see that on the side of Sweden. But that is France's first pick, so it's not really that surprising if they win that, right? Now Sweden gets a chance to, to retort, to give them a counterpunch. And what do you think they're gonna bring up here?
Well, there's plenty of options. They don't have much of a low air option, aside from that Fremont 2, but again, that is Fremont 2. You get to pick Hard Rock, and that's what France likes a lot. That's why they leave it open. Sweden, meanwhile, they banned speed. You don't want to go speed against France. I think they actually lost that. No, they actually did not lose that. There was no speed in their previous matchup, but France looks so strong on the speed picks last time around. I don't think they would go for any of those. Tech is open for Sweden, and they were so dominant in their matchup previously that they could pick that Hidden Tree and Nomad 4. I'm looking at maybe the Fremont Tree for a bit of a
Nomad 3
curveball, but okay, we're getting alt in the Nomad Tree. The Nomad's flow aim control with like cuts in between as well. There's like, it's like snap alt with flow aim control. It's like, what do you call it? In between?
It's one of those snap aim maps where the mapper just tosses in some flow aim patterns just to make sure you're still awake, Now, I don't think this is that surprising a pick. Now, I think that what Sweden is going to stay away from is probably speed, since the lowest score they got last week against Kazakhstan was on that speed pick, 1.6 mil. So I think generally they're probably just going to stay right in this kind of nice mechanical zone where you aren't forced to tap super fast. And I think that in a map like this, I think it is slightly volatile, right? Because you have those snap patterns, it's super easy to find just drops randomly, right? And at this BPM, it can be very punishing, and chain misses can come just out of the blue.
Curse of all alt maps. You can have 900k in practice, but just one little miss. The fact that combo is so scarce because of the BPM, I mean, it's so risky. I think to be consistent on this is so like impressive, really. But these players, they are really good on this kind of skill set. Monkey Stereo especially. I would not I would not count out Sweden's Fitz and Sige duo on this either.
Yeah, and I mean, we see Millie Mikado coming in for Joe Cho. Meanwhile, Girl Liker coming in for Terry. So just some slight roster adjustments, but beyond that, this is Sweden's first pick, so you'd have to assume that they have some pretty good scores on their sheet if they're picking it first. I would be surprised if they're going for something that they're, I don't think any team really wants to put themselves behind early by picking something they're not super confident on. Now, the thing is, the AK battle is once again already being won early by France. Double S early on for Mikado. Meanwhile, highest AK side of Sweden, 98.5. This high, or 99, sorry. This SR seemingly proving tough for the Swedish roster.
That's the consistency, like with France, their accuracy has just been superb for a lot of these maps. Not even not on the hard rock. There goes Uge, but on the hard rock, even on non-hard rock maps, France does seem like they have the higher accuracy. So many of these maps, and it gets them wins so easily. Uge goes down again, but it's a trade for Mikado Elgato there, therefore play from France.
Oh, huge.
And Ron Yakumo, the second one, that is actually huge. That is right at the start of this Ki. The flow aim control does come in again. Mikado Elgato goes down, but that's 3 from Sweden. That's 3 are reset from their core roster. Sweden, it's just Girl Liker defend off against 3.
Huge Ki for both teams. First of all, Sweden falling deep into the sea, and Girl Liker completes the full reset. Sweden below water on their first pick. But Punky misses, and now it's only Fair, and Fair misses.
What?
And now
what is that?
And now all the combos are about equal. The second map, Sweden will need to win the second half by about 100k, and the score is trickling over. Another miss from Punky, and another miss from Mealy. France failing to seal the deal, and now Sweden, who looked like they were distraught, who looked like they stumbled right out the gate, now has an opportunity to take back control of this map. 70k, and we're building to the second Ki, and as if the first Ki was any indication, it is going to be a slaughter. It comes in, no one misses, but we have to wait until the patterns get stronger. Punky misses, Mikado misses. 10k, it's back on the Sweden side.
Sweden, they had a three-way collapse, but now it's those core players that come out in the second half of the map. France is collapsing. Millie goes down to finish it off, but there's still Uge standing alone for Sweden. It's 100,000 now, and the map is starting to finish. France has no combo above 100, and Uge, the only one into this ending, extending the lead for Sweden. They have a confident first map like France did, and Sweden are on the board on the back of a very good, consistent team score.
It is a tale of two halves. For the first half, it was all France, and then the first Ki hit, and suddenly it was all Sweden. Those aim control patterns proving too much for essentially everyone in the lobby. Highest score, not even above 500,000. 1.8 mil, enough to win a map on this pool. And you got to feel for France, though. That miss from Punky, super unfortunate. Got through the Ki, and then right out of the break, just comes up with the first miss. And Punky making their opinions known, or not, sorry, that's Rand making their opinions known on this map. And with those Ki's, it is a very challenging pick for everyone involved. And now, match going about as expected. I think the route to get there was a bit more fraught than either teams really wanted. But 1-1 France, Sweden, just as I think everyone was expecting. I think these teams are fairly evenly matched. France scaling a bit better into this pool, but Sweden still able to pull some very consistent scores, even if they're having trouble finding those huge scores we've seen from them earlier on in the tournament.
STT1 though, straight out of the chamber for France. You want to pick mechanics. I think Sweden actually won this in the lower SR match, but I mean we're scaling high now. This is it's actually a very standard DT1. It's anime Ki 258 BPM I think, and it's also 10.3. So I mean you're not gonna see anything that's gonna catch you off guard, but the consistency on this map is something you gotta watch out for. Your players have to be locked in on on that 10.3, that BPM as well. Again, we talked about speed for France. They like these bursts, they like these tapping, and you know this map is no different from a lot of the tapping picks in this pool. It has a bunch of bursts, and well, it's 260. Even the jumps can speed cap a bunch of people. I think I'm not sure if Spitza's gonna play this. It could DPM cap him, but it does seem like Sweden is ready for a DT1. France, meanwhile, they pop in with all four. That is four, yeah. Raiden on the side of Sweden. Gonna switch over to that France spot in a second. France is ready for all four of their players. Sweden just waiting for their fourth.
Yeah, and last week Sweden did win their DT1. Got a pretty strong score, 2.7 mil. Meanwhile, France didn't actually play it last week, I'm pretty sure. Interestingly though, in the Swiss stage on round 2, France won DT1 against Sweden already. So maybe they're hoping they can go back to those halcyon days back when the pool wasn't so difficult. But as you said, this is really a consistency test. 3 minutes, well, not 3 minutes. It's gonna be about 2.5 after DT. Still plenty of time to fumble, but still plenty of time to recover if you do. Now, it will remain to be seen. Can Sweden find any consistency on this pick? I don't think either team has scored above 2 million on this pool.
That just goes to show how difficult it's starting to get. We're semifinals and we still have 2 pools to go. One concern though for France, I feel like a lot of people have been noticing. We've seen this before at I think it was their last Swiss stage map. Punkysteria is kind of struggling. Struggled a lot in the No Mod tree, really well in the Hard Rock tree, but again, Punkysteria is starting to miss, and when that's happening to what a lot of people say is the best tournament player in this tournament, sorry, I cannot speak, it gets a little scary for France. The Raiden does go down early though at the start of this first Ki. France have to deal with one combo down. Punkysteria again! That's just what I was talking about. He is not on his A game right now at the start of this match, and that could give Sweden an instant 2-1 lead if their players are locked in on this first half.
Oh, but Rand finds a miss slider break on the easy part of the section, but look at Terry right now, 99.2 full combo. Meanwhile, right behind him is Slicer and Sig. Still on their full combos, but Sig's accuracy is so low. Meanwhile, on France, Hurus trading blows, but FaZe Terry is the one to find the miss. That 99 is gone. Meanwhile, 2 FCs versus 2 FCs, but the stronger supporting combo is keeping it on France's side for now. A third of the map left. We're going to need some more misses from France. Sweden is going to take this, but DT1 is looking like it's going to be the pick for France. But a full combo falls off from here. A second full combo falls off, and now Slicer and Sig are going to have to pull it back. A quarter of the map left. 140,000. Slowly taking over the accuracy. Another double break. Full race on the side of France. Is there enough time? There's time.
There's time.
Slicer misses. 6 full combos going to draw it over, and now Sweden
No.
is looking to take a breakpoint for France. Sweden is looking to take a breakpoint for France. 400 points. Trickles over right now, and Sig from the bottom to the top is going to be the one to take it home for Sweden.
First break point of this match. Top 3 on the line, and Seagay, another veteran in Europe. Sweden's best, apparently, on DT1 with 92. I mean, like I said, the BPM can lock people out, but not Seagay, not him. With so much experience backing him up, goes for the FC. Despite the A rank on this DT1, France just collapsed into that ending. You can see they have a 1 miss on Punky Stereo on Juchu as well, and Huras. I think Huras actually chain missed on like a burst or something. So they really just collapsed in that ending. And again, where is Punky Stereo in this match right now? He is struggling.
I mean, throughout in all of the maps, we've actually seen France, even on the pick that they won. We've already seen them kind of collapse right near the end. Kind of very similar to what we've seen Poland do in this tournament. They still ended up winning that match, but it's a very scary position to be in, and we see them as we see Sweden pick No Mod 4 right into Slider Tech. It's a very scary position to be in when you can't seem to close out those picks, when you're always giving your opponent openings. Now, on this pick, it is going to be who can scale better into tech, because compared to last week, this is a step up, isn't it?
Yeah, you gotta. It's still Slider Tech, like since the rest of this, as the tournament has started, every single time they've been pulling, not really standard Slider Tech. There's a bit less aim control, but the cuts and finger control on this map can be deadly, especially on the second half, which we were discussing France in their second half of the map, right? If France fumbles on that second half, since it's so difficult, we can definitely see like a 1 or 2 person combo hold from Sweden taking it back by just a bit to the ending. But this is Sweden's pick, so I imagine they have even more than just one. France gonna be hard poised to fight on this No Mod 4. Probably one of Sweden's best picks, really.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, it's hard for France, but that doesn't mean it's easy for Sweden, right? It is. We've already seen them kind of have trouble finding their footing on this higher SR, and with this 6.2 star tech map, I mean, we'll have to see if Sweden can prove themselves up to the task of scaling into these pools, or if they are professional, or if they're professional round of 16 merchants. We're gonna have right in, and I think the thing to look out for isn't necessarily the Slider Tech. There's a lot of these dirty kind of flow patterns that are so easy to chain miss on in this map.
Cuts, it's the like slider bursts.
It's
hard to read.
Yeah, it's put in the ick in technical for sure, but we get a slow early build up. Little act drops here and there, but nothing so intense as we've seen. But once this map picks up, it does not relent.
Give it a couple seconds, the map starts to show up right in your face. Big Slider's already coming. Mikado Elgato will trade with Seagay. It's 3-for-3 again, like with the past 3 maps. Both teams do have one combo down less to work with, but there's France with 2 misses right at the start, and the map is already 1/3 of the way through. Fair on Punky Stereo letting this one go. Now it's Juchu against Tree. What else can you say for Sweden here but control? They are in control of this first half of the map, but this map does get even harder. After the soon break, Slider Stream comes in there, but no one breaks on there for Sweden. France, they're gonna have to recover fast and quick because this map ends very fast.
Oh, but one full combo falls off the board for Sweden, but that's still 2 versus 1. And France is in no position for support. They're going to need a huge collapse from Sweden in the second half of the map. And they're going to need to be masterful. Only a master stroke of Magnum Opus will save this map for France. And for Sweden, they need to tap it in. They're 2 feet away from the hole, and they're so poised 99.45 from Uge, 98% from Zeus, and Fair finds a miss. This one of the supporting combos gone. Juchu and Punky Hysteria trying, waiting, hoping for a chance to bring it back. And as we get set for the next, no one misses. That's bad for France. And the slow slider does not claim anyone. Meanwhile, Sig finds the first break of the second Ki. That's one big combo to the side of Sweden gone. Meanwhile, Punky Hysteria Joe Cho trying. Zeus coming in with the miss, but that's so much score. There's so much ground to make up. It is ticking over towards France, but the real question is there enough time? Is there enough map left? Uge still strong, still standing. That 99 points, that full combo. Mikado falls off on the back end. Jojo trying, but 3 misses on the side of France may very well do it. Uge is going to be the one for Sweden this time. Meanwhile, Ran with a strong supporting combo is going to carry it home. 99 falls below 99 on this ending pattern with Uge. A star-studded performance breaks right at the end, and Cho will be the only one with the full combo when all is said and done. But it doesn't matter. Only 20,000 are separating those two scores. Incredible performance on the side of Sweden.
Yeah, that second half for France did not feel so good for the Frenchmen. They had lots of slider breaks in the middle. That middle section with the very big slow sliders on the side of ticks. They had Fair and I'm blacking out. Who just played this for France? It's Mikado. Mikado and Fair were breaking a lot on those middle sections, and they lost so much score because of that. They held on throughout the ending, actually. That's where they got about the 100k, half of their score. But France, they lost up by 200,000. Sweden with 2 S ranks. And again, France, even with Punky Hysteria 600k, you would expect higher, right? I mean, this is Punky Hysteria we're talking about. He is actually, it's small, it's very small misses. But Punky Hysteria right now, it's not his A game.
Yeah, right now it's what separates a good player from a great player, right? When those little misses come through, and you start getting 600k instead of 800k, that's where it starts becoming hard, becoming questionable. But the thing is that Punky Hysteria has had strong supporting scores so far, and we've seen the immediate pick out of France, by the way. DT2, no question about it. Break glass in case of emergency. We're going to speed. We're going to the stamina pick. I mean, last week Sweden only got 1.6 million on No Mod 5, and we're going to go to something that's higher BBM, a little bit shorter, but I mean, it's classic stamina, classic DT stamina on this map. I mean, if you've been playing tournaments for any amount of time, you've probably seen this artist in the pool at least once, twice, maybe even 3 times through the tournament. And that's for good reason. Every single song they make is basically a really good DT stamina pick.
Yeah, I think it's with Dash 45 maps though. Every single speed player, well, I mean, if they see a Senya map in the DT pool, they're like, oh my god, thank the Lord. But you know, when you see a Dash 45 as a speed player in the map pool, you're like rolling your eyes because you already know what it's gonna be about. They pretty much play out the same for every single one of them, right? It's stamina, a bit of finger control, and about the 220 BPM mark. This one's 229, so slightly on the higher end in this map. I think it was a custom for another tournament. I forgot what it was, but it's also recent. So I imagine no one's seen this map yet, but song artist, very familiar for many of these players. Let's see what France does under speed against Sweden.
Yeah, a little bit of finger control coming through, but we're just waiting for those DC streams to hit, and now we're going to be seeing who can hold on, who can keep the accuracy up. It isn't Punky Hysteria, and Hura's trading the second miss from France, but those low accuracies on the side of Sweden are keeping the score from going over, and it's going to be a back and forth, but Slicer and Zaya suddenly coming in with a miss. And now Mikado and Enfant are going to be the ones. But like that was like 4 misses just right across the board, and now Mikado versus Ran is going to be the matchup to watch. Meanwhile, Punky with strong recovery right behind him, ready to support. 35k is not a comfortable margin though, but Sweden is getting speed gapped.
This is exactly what they struggled against in Kazakhstan last week, and France is taking full advantage of it on this DT2. They tried to combo game it here for Sweden's roster. Zeus not going so well. He's 90,000, and he's actually the difference here in this matchup so far. But there is still combo in Sweden. They have their coverage from face there and Slicer. Zeus goes down again, but it's not the combo that matters. Svitza is right there. He's matching Mikado, and it is dangerous. Hirash is the only one to support. Punky Steria is no combo right now, and Infant as well just recently broke. It's Mikado against Svitza, who actually has the combo advantage. It's actually going down slowly. Infant misses, but it slows down by Zeus' miss. It's supporting combo for Sweden, but it's running out of time. Slicer misses it, and that puts it back in favor of France without coming from Punky Steria. Hires goes down, and FaZe Terry trades it. And with that final miss from Svitza, Mikado Elgato, with 88% full combo, has just won this map by France. That is desperate, even on a speed map.
Desperation, desolation, abandoned fate, all ye who enter these gates. 45 is coming for you, and 87% is going to be what it takes to win this map from Mikado. It was on a nice edge. Mikado and Ren, whoever missed first, was basically going to decide it for their team. And today it was Ran, and France pulls themselves back within a breakpoint. But Sweden's pick can put them back up 4-2 in this match.
Yeah,
Fremont
close
won.
one for Sweden. Oh. Okay, we're gonna enter aim for the first time in this match. We have
Fremont won. Are we gonna be Fremont won? We're farming in lobby, guys.
people even farm this kind of map in this day and age.
In this day, I mean, I'm from the olden days when this was still farm.
Yeah, I would. Okay, this is the kind of skill set that I would call this 2015 mapping. I was not there, but this was what a 2015 map looks like to me.
Yeah, I was there, and yeah, these were the maps that were coming out back then. Or these were the maps that were coming out back then. It's like there's a certain style, right? There's a certain style that comes from older maps where it's a lot more structured. You know, there's a lot less of this experimental freedom that we tend to see in a lot of the maps these days, or optimized comfortability patterns as well. These is just Val at his peak, I think, just finding these like unique geometrical patterns that he's really kind of known for, like these flowy, like really, you know, I think it's like at least a few diamonds this map too.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Pompey might come in with the easy. I don't know what the multiplier is for this one.
It's very, very high. Pompey Wag could just be the star of the show on this Fremont one. 2.4 for easy, but I imagine he's gonna add hidden to that, which is a 2.6. Plenty of score for an easy hidden player. But we're waiting for France's fourth.
Another thing is that easy hidden is very, very dangerous, because even if you're good at easy hidden, it is so terribly easy to find a chain miss just because of that low AR. Even with easy, I understand picking easy, but I think in a tournament, easy hidden is so dangerous. We do see easy from Pompey, and France hoping that they won't erupt on this free mod one. Hard Rock coming in for Punky, hidden for Melee, Hard Rock over mod for Joe Cho. Meanwhile, we see a similar Omer mod on the side of Sweden, hidden for Sig. Meanwhile, Hard Rock for Ran.
Pompey Wag, multiply that by 2.4 in your head real quick. It's a Ran Yakumo. Might be easier to stay Ran at this point. Ran will find very early misses, but this map goes on for such a long time that you can find your footing, get used to the patterns, because it's a little bit uncomfortable It's a Valor 108 style mapping, unless you're someone like Chuchu, who probably farmed this back in the day.
Pompey has a double S on easy, by the way. I just want to note that. We have a double S. So, rule of thumb, they're going to have to beat Sweden, or France is going to have at least win by Pompey's score. Meanwhile, Rand just has not found any combo throughout this map. Meanwhile, France, with basically 3 full combos, Punky the only blemish, and that's on the Hard Rock. And it's suddenly looking like this pick for France might actually have been one of France's stronger pick, but Pompey finally misreads during the Ki, and on easy, that is going to be so punishing, and that's basically a full reset on the side of Sweden.
Full collapse, and they see it. That is salt in the wound for the first break in this map. Pompey Weg seeing all his teammates miss already. What's a little bit of a soften the blow there with a miss from Mikado, but still 3 massive combos from France. Louis D and Juchu still in the FC. Louis does go down, but still 2 massive ones from Punky Steria and Juchu, basically the 2 best players on this team, and they are here to take a break point away from Sweden. Let's see what happens on the second half first, because there's still plenty of time to recover. Pompey Weg goes down again, but Sige and Spitza are there to try and make things work.
Oh, Punky with another miss, and suddenly Joe Cho is the only one with a combo on the side of France, but the score gap is so big. There's so much. It's half of the map left. They're gonna need a miss from Joe Cho here, and they're gonna need strong combos from Sweden to have a hope of taking this back. But what a disastrous miss from Joe Cho, and now suddenly it's a full reset. Sweden, the door is open. Is there enough time? Is there enough space for them to take Uge with another miss? And Sweden's going to have to combo basically the rest of this map to have a chance. It is trickling over, but it's 400,000. Star pattern. No misses. I think Xiao Cho might have actually found a miss. Shaking. Nervous.
Wait. You gotta remember the multiplier.
Yeah, the multiplier.
It's there.
They're gonna have to take it. Pompey though, starting to misread, starting to lose confidence in that easy reading with 1 quarter left. Another miss from Pompey. Another miss from Pompey. The eruption has not come. Seek now, the only one with combo in the entire lobby. Are they going to bring it back? Is the hidden player going to be the one to take it home, or will France steal this break point from Sweden? Under Sweden's nose, another break from Sig, and I think that's it. I think it's over. Millie now just going to be the one to bring it home for France. And they tried so hard. They tried so hard to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory, but Sweden says, no, we're giving you this break point, and you're going to take it. Just like the old days, this map, and France brings it back, knotted at 3 apiece. With a breakpoint from Sweden, 1.9 million is all that it takes on this pool.
Yeah, even with multiplier there, Pompey Weg, even with a really clean score, still not enough. It's about 250,000 for Pompey Weg, and that score was way over that mark. France, their team score was just so good. Their miscounts way lower than the other team. That's 3 for almost all their players. It's 2 for Punky Steria actually, but and France so consistent on these mechanics and so clean on the accuracy. I think it's a clear Hard Rock 1 pick right next.
Yeah, I mean, no surprises if they pick it. I mean, they might also leave it just for a little bit later when if the match is a little bit close. Maybe they'll kind of bring that back. Pick that Hard Rock 1 just so they have a guaranteed point later, because it is still tied now, right? It's a best of 5, or it's essentially a best of 5 now, and I think you would rather get out the picks that you're less sure on, right? Now the thing for Sweden is that that Fremont 1 feels like a mispick, right? Like,
yeah,
I don't know that you would have necessarily been advantaged on France no matter the day if you're picking Fremont 1, right? I was fully expecting a Fremont 2 even.
Yeah, something like 2, maybe even 3 to just go into the tech and ult even more in this matchup. But now is time for France to strike back. It's Nomad 2. We're looking at more tapping here. Full heavy emphasis on the stamina. If you thought the last previous weeks Nomad 2s were stamina, this one, I mean, you're not ready for this one. So much of these streams are over 32 notes. It's 5 minutes long. Is this Dragon Force? No, it's not, but it's very reminiscent of it. And
it's basically Dragon Force.
Yeah, basically. There's even a switch up in about 2 minutes or 3 minutes in where it becomes a 1/3 section. Not 1/3, it's like 170 BPM. There's a BPM change in the middle that you gotta watch out for as well. If you're streaming, 196 for 3 minutes straight and then you get hit with like a 170 BPM section, the changing in tapping and spacing as well can catch you off guard. So you gotta watch out for that. And right after that section, the ending goes ham with the spacing. Same stamina requirement, but it's like Dragon Force. You have a diff spike near the end where you can find a lot of chain misses. In France, well, they want to take advantage of that tapping. They know exactly that they outscale them in the higher BPM. So this one, I mean, you're just looking at long notes.
Yeah, and it's really going to be who can stay calm. I think on this French is a little bit advantage, but Sweden did pull out a 2.4 million on Nomad 2 last week, right? So I think that it's really going to be who can stay calm, who can stay consistent in the moment on this map for both of these teams. And we've already seen Punky Stereo does have a little bit of shake, that little bit of miss that's really just holding them back from just running over this lobby. And on the side of Sweden, we've seen Rand be able to stand toe-to-toe with even the biggest of combos on that Nomad 5. So at the end of this, I don't know who really has the strong advantage here. And Sweden is bothering the ref to start the match. But they want to get into the Dragon Force quicker. And I mean, if you've played a Dragon Force map, if you've played anything remotely resembling those like long rock songs, you know what you're getting, right?
Yeah, it gets the adrenaline pumping, especially with these really nice guitar riffs to start though. It's a long battle. Plenty of notes to fight with. France, well, so far accuracy is not looking so good. Not for Sweden though. It's 3 misses already for them. It's a very early one from Zeus, but 2 slightly bigger ones from Slicer and FaZe Terry. Again, plenty of map in this one. Calm your nerves because you are gonna be holding that pin for another 4.5.
Yeah, early misses, still plenty of time, but as is the deal with Flow Aim, you have plenty of combo all throughout the map to make a recovery if you can just hit them. So even with those early misses, they won't matter much in the long run. Now, of course, they will if this match ends up being decided by a few thousand points. But as we get into the first long section, all these players are staying calm. Slicer the first miss one, NFMLD trading it back, and the score is still in favor of Sweden with those combo, but Punky chain miss. Punky by the chain miss, and now Sweden has time to start running away early with this score. Terry, Rand, and Zayas trying to take it over. Meanwhile, Mikado and Hiris are just trying to keep it close. And where have we seen that before? Punky with another early miss. Zayas now chain misses, and now Terry and Rand will have to try to clasp victory in their own hands. Rand now Rand will tick over 1,000, as does Mikado. And where have we seen this before? Nomad 5, the 2 players left standing, Mikado and Rand. And once again, they are left standing as their team falters. Meanwhile, Terry and FatMalD, the ones trading the supporting scores. Now, accuracies are favoring Sweden just for the moment. And we're going to get into that, I think that slower alt section you were talking about.
Not quite. It's still one more weirder section. It gets a bit more spaced, but right after that is the 1/3 section. But right now it's advantage Sweden right now. It's two basically FCs from Svitza and FaZe Terry. Very big supporting combos from Flexer and Zeus as well. France, again, Bunkisteria missing about 1/3 of the way in, but there is massive combo still. Mikado, who did so well on the DT2, actually was not Nomad 5, which is still open, but DT2 was the one where he fought against Svitza, and he's doing it again right now for his team against the same player, and Font with 1000 combo finally surpassing that, but does go down right instantly. It's there's a trade, but it's 2 for France, and that's not how the map works, France. That is not what you want going into this ending. You might be just be facing another break point here on this Noma 2, but here comes the slightly more space section before the break. Wait, no, this is the 170 BPM section. This is where the spacing gets crazy, and oh my god, these FCs are still holding. FaZe Terry and Spitza extending the lead to 200,000, and Font. Actually, that's Mikado.
Yeah, on the back end, Punky starting to build that strong supporting combo, but but Slicer misses on the last pattern, and now the door is not open for France. They're begging, they're waiting, hoping for a miss from Ran. Otherwise, it is going to be a break point for Sweden again. One more build-up, one more Ki, one more section to decide it all. France hoping they have a chance to grab this lead back, but it is looking like Sweden, the Flow-Aim Goats, might be the one to take it, but FaZe Terry with the first miss, and Mikado, the biggest combo on the side of France, immediately trades it over. Meanwhile, Ran still staying strong, still holding on, and as Once Upon a Sun is drawing to a close, it is a new day for Sweden. Sure they dropped a few maps here and there, but they are coming right back to take the lead from France. Punky just gets to watch from his high combo throne as Ran finally finds the break. There's nowhere near enough time, surely, and there's nowhere near enough combo for France to take this back. Sweden takes the break point from France in style.
Massive map there from Sweden. Insane combos from all 4 of their players. Even Zeus, who had 17 misses, still held on to almost 1,000 combo with a decent accuracy, actually squaring up better against France, who actually have lower average team accuracy over Sweden on this one. They have a lot of 94, 96, and with Punkisteria on 97.8, he's actually, I feel like he's angry right now. He's not been performing to what I feel like he could have been doing. I feel like there's a lot of FCs here from Punkisteria on your team sheet, and he is missing out on it by 1 or 2 misses for the last, not even the last, the entire match so far, except for that first one, the Hard Rock 3, where he got like a 700k. But right now, France needs him. They just lost another break point. They are down by 1. And they have to take this hidden one away from Sweden if they don't want to give them match point.
Yes, Sweden will have plenty of outs, especially with that Fremont 2 still open. They don't want to go to match point because they know what Sweden's pick is going to be if it reaches that. And I mean, the thing is that the mechanics are starting to get so high that I wouldn't be surprised if France puts up a strong performance on this. Now, the thing is that we don't usually see France be the one picking hidden, right? Like, they can put up competent performances on it, but they're definitely not the ones that are going to be picking for you. I mean, even if you just look at the last match of France versus Sweden, France didn't pick hidden once. Meanwhile, Sweden was the only one who picked or who removed those approach circles. So we see Pompey coming back in, Sig hopping in, Uge staying once more, Joe Cho, Mikado, Millie. I think this is a must-win point for France, because even if you get your own pick right after, it is a very desperate situation, right? Because you're in match point, you'll have to win. You'll have to win one of Sweden's picks, and you'll at least get to 2 of your own. But it is very, very tough if you drop this map here.
Or die. Difference between a best of 3 going into tiebreaker for Sweden. They well could be taking this one, sending that fans down to losers bracket and securing themselves top 3 for 5-digit European Cup. But let's see what France does on this mechanics hidden one. It's wide angle jumps. It's mapped by Deca, and I mean, if you close your eyes, this could be like, this is like a map. This is a throwback to like 2021 hidden ones, where it's it's very awkward, it's fast, and it's AR 9.3.
Yeah, and 2 early misses from Sweden that probably won't mean much, but not what you want to see on their side if you're fans of IKEA. Meanwhile, still, is that 3 double S's on the side of France? No surprise, because this is just basically a Nomad 1 with hidden slapped on it. Punky is suddenly the one with that first big miss on the side of France. Well, maybe not big. Oh, Mikado immediately trades it over too. Under aims a couple of times, and now Sweden is back in that position of strength that they've been in seemingly most of the match. But Pompey over aims, drags the mouse a little bit too far, and Uge now will trade it back. And all of a sudden, this match is not as cut and dry, but maybe it is. Jocho trying to become a Tanner and misses, leaving the skin out to dry. Millie now the only one left with a full combo, and Sig and Ran just basically right there. France seemingly not finding any consistency on this hidden pick, and Jocho finds another miss. Meanwhile, Ran and Sig, I mean, Sweden picks hidden for a reason, and we're watching it play out live right in front of you, Punky with a chain miss. And Sweden is looking poised to put themselves to match point.
France, their hidden roster. This is their hidden roster right now. It's Ace Minus and Font. Yuchu. Well, hidden's not his best strong suit, but even with the high accuracy, these misses from France are not it. The consistency is showing from Sweden here. They have still an FC from CGA. Svitza, basically an FC as well, and Pompey Wag with the very nice recovery from after his initial miss. Uge as well, starting to build something up. And now it's just Luigi on France alone. He's very comfortable, but I mean, his teammates not as much. Here comes another drop section though. We're gonna have to see big combos here from France. Even if we see misses from Sweden, they need combo to take this back, because one is not enough, especially when you have the matching on Sige against Luigi. And this lead is starting to look a little bit too big. And even after all of that, France cannot match the consistency of the Sweden roster on this hidden one. We still have more map to go, and that lead's only getting bigger.
Yeah, Jocho getting tricked a little bit by one of the rhythms there. And I mean, Rand finally does find that miss, but Sweden is in, or not Sweden, France is in no position to counterattack. 3 big combos on the side of Sweden, and just 1.5 on the side of France. Unless a huge collapse comes out, and Millie! Oh, and that is it. Sweden is going to go on a break point, and timing is horrible for France, because Sweden just broke full reset now, but France did the same. And as this map comes to a close, handshakes are basically being exchanged with breaks across the board. This map is Sweden's, and match point is Sweden's.
Seeing another repeat of what happened in their Swiss stage. Sweden just managed to get the slight edge on one of these maps, and it gives them match point. And now France, like the previous match, they have to fight for all the next 3 maps if they want to stay alive in this winner's bracket. They have 2 chances here, and they have 1 pick. What is their pick here?
I think their pick is Hard Rock 1. I mean, you just...
It's gotta be.
You know, it's... Sure, your consistency hasn't been the greatest today, but even if you're nervous, I think there's no reason not to pick to your strengths rather than trying to pick to your opponent's weaknesses, right? You guys usually, I think a lot of things were banning Hard Rock 1 against France, right?
Yeah.
They usually do that for a reason, because this Hard Rock roster on France is really, really good. Now, the only problem with this strategy is that Fremont 2 is open. And I think that no matter what happens, win or lose, Sweden is going to pick Fremont too. And I don't know if France is in a position to take advantage of that.
Yeah, they're thinking about it. Oh, wait.
DT4.
Really? They want
Oh,
to
man.
do high AR DT ult?
I mean, I guess the strategy is if you lose this, the match is over anyways. So maybe they want their final pick to be Hard Rock 1. They're trying to save it so that they can guarantee tiebreaker if they're in that position. But this is a risk. This is a risk.
This is last chance for France. This is actually their final pick. Sweden gets their pick after this. Now,
Oh, I didn't realize.
oh shoot. The flow on this, it's fairly simple. There's nothing that's too long. But the AR can trip a lot of people up. And I mean, France is really good with their high AR. We know how good they are on their Hard Rock. And DT as well has looked really, really good for all weeks for France. However, they did lose that DT1 against Sweden on the back of, I think, Sige's 92% FC. I see him in the lobby. He could very well do the same thing here on this DT4, but it's a lot easier to act this one, assuming you can read it. And that is the trouble with a lot of these DT alt maps. France, they have their Hard Rock roster in here, but Mikado.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, if they practice it, sure.
I mean, it's up in his alley, right in his alley, except for maybe the AR. I don't see him offer these high AR picks, but well, it is ult, and that guy's really good at that. But Sweden, with their core here, plus FaZe Terry, who has been a very good support, not even support, doing very well on a lot of these DT maps so far for their roster. This is strong for both teams. I'm scared.
Yeah, it is a big question mark, but at this point, what else is left in the pool, right? I don't think that there's anything that's super one-sided for either team aside from Fremont too. Early miss from Uge before the client even had a chance to turn on and notify us. But France early goings looking okay. Act not necessarily the best indicator, but on Sweden it's even worse. Punky with another first miss. And they just have not been themselves today. Sig will trade it away. But the accuracy is gonna put the score actually very strongly in France's favor, just for now.
Hysteria, it's time. If there's a time or moment to show up at your 100%, it's got to be now, because I feel like he's been playing by about 20% less as what he could be. I feel like he's still top matches for France, just because he's played all the maps and been doing well. But it's not. It was not his 100%. His team is there to support. But they're gonna need more against Sweden, who is currently on the three-way FC, albeit slightly lower accuracy. Uge goes down one more time, and that actually removed one FC.
Feyar Mikado did find a miss.
Ooh, that's two for France. It's two. Let's call it two FCs. It's 98% for Juchu and Pakistera. That duo so strong, and again, the accuracy on these high AR maps, France is so dominant, 97 or higher for all four of their players. Meanwhile, Sweden only FaZe Terry breaking that 95% mark. He's actually still on the FC, so it's a little bit behind, but they need a little bit more.
Yeah,
and I mean, it's there. It's CK's there. Ugechin is building back up, but this map doesn't get any easier to act.
Yeah, accuracy a bulwark, but they're gonna need those combos if they want to take this map and keep themselves alive. You see the score trying to trickle over. Uge with that miss could be huge. They need every single drop of supporting combo, Sweden, and it's just not going over.
Close.
Not yet. France trying to hold them off at the gates. Sweden trying to pull in with basically two full combos. Sig, huge miss. Ran, huge miss. And now France is looking like they might keep themselves alive for Sweden's final pick. Jojo finds the miss. Well, that's fine, because Sweden only has one more in Punky. Who else could it be? An early stumble leads to glory at the very end when they are the last one left standing on their team. And they are the ones to keep themselves alive, to keep France's winner's bracket hopes and dreams in the lobby. FaZe with that final miss will seal the deal. And Punky Steria They are spinning to win, but
Calm down,
unfortunately
Fayar.
they spin to lost their combo at the end. But France takes their pick, does their job, and Sweden now faces down a similar equation that France just did. One pick or tiebreaker.
It's scary. It's really scary, especially when you notice that little bottom right corner, the little Marshall has popped up to save them. Funky Steria won the slider big right at the start, and it's 1 million score. That was their difference maker in this map. They had way more solid combos. Juju as well on 850,000, missing it right on the tail end of that map. Base Terry just could not hold on long enough. But now, well, I mean, Fremont too, right?
I mean, I don't know what else they'd pick. Like,
Let's look at
like
it. Let's
there's Nomon 1 maybe, but I wouldn't want to pick that.
no. HR1,
Maybe.
I mean, HR1, no. Hidden
Maybe
3 is there.
Hidden 3 is
Yeah.
there, but I mean Fremont 2 just feels like it's got Sweden written all over it.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be, especially with France's performance on the Hidden Tree last week, where I think they lost by quite a big margin, but still had a very nice team score on the Hidden Flow Tech, which is the same skill set on this Hidden Tree this week. Fremont 2 is a little bit more jarring in its skill set. I feel like it's favored towards the Hidden, just because it's not the hardest thing to read ever. It's AR 7.2, but Sweden does have the reading players for that, and especially with the easy Hidden on Pompey Wag, who I think also played easy Hidden on Fremont 2 last week. France, I feel like they're gonna add Hard Rock on that Fremont 2, right?
Realistically this is very hard even for reading players, I think, because it's one of those maps where you just have to basically have practiced it a lot. And if Pompey has done that, props to them, but this is not a simple map to learn by any stretch of the imagination. So I mean, the thing is that I just don't know what else they'd pick if not for Fremont 2. They're clearly discussing it. They've taken a time out. But I don't know. I mean, it just goes to show that maybe they're just not as confident as we expected on that Fremont 2. Maybe, Pompey has come in and said, hey, maybe I'm getting 500k at best, right?
Well, the question is though, is that before or after multiplier?
Probably after. And now the thing is that the easy multiplier is so low that you have to take easy hidden.
Yeah.
You get to take easy hidden just for, any sort of competitive edge. But the thing is, with easy hidden, it becomes so difficult. I wouldn't be surprised if Pompey only took hidden. Honestly, just because it's so. It's the unique rhythms that I think come into that, like not necessarily unique timing signatures, but it's more that on the Fremont 2 there's a lot of how to describe it. There's a lot of start-stop patterns that aren't easy to read on, especially with easy hidden. So. Yeah. Maybe what they're discussing right now, maybe they're just practicing. Fremont 3!
Whoa! We're gonna see more tech, and now it's in the mods. Fremont 3 Sweden, it looks like they finished the discussion and the unanimous vote is on this Fremont 3. And I mean, this is a massive contrast from that Fremont 2. This one, it's a normal circle size, but to take a mod on this, especially easy, would be one, it's crazy, and two, the multiplier.
Alt with easy is brutal, absolutely brutal. So
I see him. He's there.
It's there?
No, he's there. Pompey Wag is there. He's in the lobby.
Pompey is in. There's no way that you have the confidence that you need to take easy on this map in this situation. It is it is going to be feast or famine, guys. If you're watching this right now and Pompey takes easy, it is feast or famine. Meanwhile, on the side of France, they are trying to force tiebreaker on Sweden's final pick. One more breakpoint, and that could be theirs. But Sweden trying to stop them in their tracks. One last pick, one last chance for France. And 3 minutes and 42 seconds will be all that separates these teams from their fate. I'm so excited to see what comes out of this.
We're just waiting for that last player there for France. They're fourth, and I imagine Hard Rock player, it's gotta be Juchu. And I mean, Punkisteria, does he take Nomad or Hard Rock here? That's the scary part. This map is so complex.
If they don't, who takes that Hard Rock? Right?
That is true.
Like we saw with Fremont 1 that Punky and Ran basically sacrificed themselves at the Hard Rock altar, right? And I think that France has a reasonably strong supporting core on these Fremonts that they can put it on one and then just take Nomad on the rest. But we'll have to see how these players are feeling, how they are playing, and does Pompey dare? Will Pompey dare?
Does he?
Now the thing is with Fremont 1, that was a classically easyable map where, you know, it's aim, you read the patterns, the mechanics isn't too bad as long as you read them fine. Now the thing is, on Fremont 3, it is a lot harder with easy. The curse to control, the reading that you need to have to be able to. He does. He dares.
Oh my god.
And Sig also takes hidden. Meanwhile, Millie, is that easy on Millie too?
Oh no, freaking no way. Louis D, he wants to match Pompey with the multiplier. It's the multiplier. It's so tempting. 2.7 for both of them. Get your calculators out because we are doing calculus for this Fremont tree. Both of them have taken easy. And well, it's Punkisteria and Hard Rock.
And both these easy players look like they're ready. And Punky,
oh my god.
No, Punky on hidden. Jojo on Hard Rock.
Us hidden? Oh, I'm blind. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, oh, this is cinema. Absolute cinema. No matter what happens, you were here when we see two easy mods in the lobby, and no one has missed. No one has missed so far, not even on easy. Even as the pressure mounts, Fayar is the first one to find the miss. That's the Nomad gone on the side of France. Sweden takes an early lead. But Pompey with the miss. And now Millie is going to be the one to try to build that combo. But Punky, it can't be you. It can't be you, Punky. They find the miss. And now Sweden is going to try to run away with the score. Another miss from Punky. And Jojo, the Hard Rock player, and Millie, the easy player, is going to have to try to bring it back. The score is just barely, but a double miss from Sweden! Double miss from Sweden!
Seagate and Svitza both miss right at the same time at the tail end of that KI, and that score lead right now is a lie. It's not red, it's completely blue with that multiplier from Louis D. Do not mention his name because he has just missed. Now it's Juchu. It's Juchu against Uge with some support from Fair and Punkisteria. Punkisteria has to show up now or never because Sweden is ready with their combo. They are standing by. Juchu is alone right now. This is just like Fremont 1. So many misses in the first half, and this map does not get
so many misses.
Doesn't
Another
get easier.
Millie and now Pompey now with the support from Pompey with another miss. 20k is separating those two easy players. 20k is just the gap. Meanwhile, Punkisteria is coming back in, trying to come in for the top rope. Meanwhile, the combos are so close. The score is so close, guys. And now Fair trying to come with support. A third of the map left, and the score gap is barely anything. They're trying so hard. France wants tiebreaker. They want to hop into the cocoon.
That's huge.
Because they know they might be butterflies. Ran!
Oh.
Ran finds the miss, but that's nothing. Because Uge still has the combo up. Punky trades it back. And now Fair, as we come into the solo, Jojo finds the final break, and Uge now finally finds a
big section.
It's a full chain miss on the side of Sweden! And Fair Now, the one who missed early. It's looking more and more like we go to tiebreaker. It's looking like we are going to start the Cocoon Protocol. In France, their backs against the wall. They're looking ready. They're looking poised. A full miss from Millie. But the combos are so close. There's barely any map left. Could it be possible? Will we see a collapse, or will Sweden? Will Sweden's bound to come back? Will France collapse? Will we go to tiebreaker? Will we see the Cocoon? Punky trying to bring us there with that hidden, with the 400 combo and a dream. It's looking likely. The score gap on the easies is nothing. Oh, but Punky with the final miss. Could that be the decisive blow? Is there enough map for Sweden to pull this back? Will we need our calculators? No, we will not.
Star. France finishes them off. The comeback has been completed. They lost the battle at 5 and won it back at 7. France ties this up, and they will go the one and only tiebreaker.
And custom map, Camellia. You wanted to see it. You might have thought that this match was going the distance. Well, dreams have now just become reality. We are going to tiebreaker, guys.
Here it comes. Well, I mean, thoughts on this tiebreaker?
Brutal tiebreaker. It's unbelievable. Now, I will say, there isn't much aim. I don't think there's much aim in this tiebreaker. What this tiebreaker has to give you is the messiest flow I've seen in a long, long time. You need absolutely pixel perfect control to handle yourself on this tiebreaker, and you need to manage your nerves. Because in 5 minutes, one of these teams is going to be sent to lower bracket. Will it be the team on top, Sweden, or will France be the one to topple the Titan?
They didn't have to face them, TB and Swiss, so that's a little.
Remember, both these teams did not pick their main skill set, or what it seemed like their main skill set. Hard Rock 1, Fremont 2 goes unpicked in this pool.
Too risky. France. Well, I mean, they're taking the time out here, so we have some time to rest ourselves. Players will be ready. But this tiebreaker, custom map for this tournament by it's Creep Attack. It's the collab. It's Creep Attack, Vanya, and Kokoyu. I don't know whose part is which, but those three have worked hard on this custom Camellia tiebreaker. Like I said earlier, has a lot of funky streams. I think I would call it stream tech. Has a lot of tech elements as well. But the streams on this is so complex. Very much unlike that Nomad 2, so we can even throw the results on that Nomad 2 away for this final map of this match. It's the tech though.
Honestly, if you want to look at anything, it might be like the Hidden 3 from last week. Might be something that you can look at. And the thing is that both teams scored 2.7 million on Hidden 3 last week. So if we get something insane here, I think this is going to be close. I think it's going to be really, really close. It's just, this tiebreaker is so hard. I think it's really going to be who can keep themselves above water for longer. Right? It's one of those tiebreakers where it's so easy to chain miss. There's so many places just to find those crazy misses. But no matter what happens, both teams are so equally matched. And it is going to be a real shame that one of them has to lose this match because they've both played incredibly well. But after tiebreaker, we are going to find out.
Who are we thinking for the roster here? I mean, I imagine Sweden's just going to keep their core, but who is their four? That's my question. France, meanwhile, well, it has to be Punky Hysteria, but my concern is it's a lot of tapping. It's 190, very long stream in some parts, and Juchu kind of gets gapped out of that, doesn't it?
But they do have Mikado.
That is true. But
Team with Mikado, and the thing is that even on those picks, we've seen Sweden kind of falter too. Right? It doesn't. I don't think either of these teams are necessarily within their skill set. I wouldn't say that they're going to play badly on it. No way. But I don't think that this is something that you would expect an effortless performance on from anybody. Oh man, I'm just so excited. This is incredible.
it's a difficult map. I imagine they're trying the first couple minutes of this now. I kind of forgot how long this timeout is, but it's about to be over. I feel like. I think after we switch into the player screens, we're gonna see exactly who the rosters are. And we see Louis D in the lobby there. I don't know if he's lobby sitting, but well, I would be a little bit surprised if he's in for this. Just a bit. I mean, it's stream tech. There's a lot of weird patterns, so I could see Louis D hitting those, but the tapping is a little, would be a little bit question mark. There goes the map. Finally, you can hear the song.
There goes the map. And now we get to hear it. Now we can hear the Paracausal Cocoon Protocol.
Oh, there it is.
We're getting ready. Everyone's in the lobby. Hearts are racing. Blood pressure is up. Slicer, Ran, Zeus, and Oogie versus Jochu, Louis, Mikado, and Punkysteria. At the end, when the Cocoon Protocol completes, one of these teams will emerge a butterfly, and the other will be doomed to the lower bracket. Who will it be? France or Sweden? 6 minutes are all that separate us from finding out.
Stream Tech, Custom Camellia, you know what to expect. And it is time to decide who goes on to top 3 guaranteed, or whoever goes on to the losers bracket. One of these teams are going to be out of the winners. Sweden and France is now or never. And the map starts fast. Bursts already. And I mean, you see those bursts, you hear the song, you know what to expect. 91% for Slicer, that's not a good sign. But 6 minutes to get used to this. But getting used to tiebreaker situations is very, very difficult. And well,
there's nothing quite like it. There's no pressure greater. But that in turn means there is no better place to become a diamond. 2 early misses traded away by France. And those kick sliders proving a little bit too much already, and the map is really truly about to begin. And France is going to come up with a slight combo lead, but the early tech falls. Louis being the one to trade, and now Jocho and Punkysteria trying to build a small score lead. Sweden does have some combo, but Slicer and Zeus immediately trading back, and basically full collapse early on from Sweden. This tiebreaker looking like they just did not have the sauce, at least right now. Maybe they need to go to the drive-through. But Punkysteria and Mikado now pulling the score lead strongly in favor of France.
Oh.
The protocol is running, and it looks like it's written in French.
This is huge. The Napoleonic code, it seems like, for France. They have 2 big combos going into this first break. Sweden already down for all 4 of their players, and the accuracy once more in favor of the French. 2 breaks again for Sweden. Completes that quad miss in the second half of that Ki. But again, it's Mikado and who else? Punkysteria, who is still in the FC, goes down finally, but still Mikado is still holding on, hits that weird wiggle, and there's one more Ki for him to combo. If he can reach 1k combo here, this could be huge. It's 100,000 in favor of France. Chuchu goes down, but Sweden is nowhere to be seen. Massive misses from all across the board. 6 in total, and now it's Uge's the biggest combo in the lobby.
Biggest combo in the lobby, only at 200. That's good news if you're France, because you just had that strong combo from Mikado. But basically a full reset on 6 players in Sweden. Meanwhile, Punkysteria back on top where they belong. As we get into a little bit of this little bit more dirty flow, Punkysteria builds that combo, and who else but their carry to be the one to have the combo, to be the one to keep Sweden away to close down the IKEA. Punky now in a position to put themselves on top, to demonstrate that no matter how bad, or no matter how inconsistent they have played, there is always time to recover. There is always one more chance. Punky Stereo with 600 combo and counting. They can be the dagger through Sweden's heart, and they are polishing the blade. Combo still standing strong, even through the build-up. Zig is fighting another miss. Uge down with 400, but they're far in the rearview mirror of France, who is still ahead.
150,000 now, passing the speed limit, and these misses come at it's starting to get to a point of no return for Sweden. All 4 of them miss again, and the only big combo in the lobby is on the side of France. Punky Stereo unmatched, 200,000 spinning for it, and here comes the final section of this tiebreaker. Punky Stereo again showing why he's the best player in this tournament, Sweden. If you want combos, it's gotta be right here, right now. Mikado Legato right there as a threat as well. Here comes the final section. 1/3 of the map left. 2 minutes to go. And Punky Stereo is still holding combo. 1.1k combo for Punky Stereo on the bottom right. There is recoveries from Sweden now. Mikado breaks as well as Yushu. It's now Punky Stereo. He's alone. It's 400 combo for everyone across Sweden. It's 2k, but it's a double miss in their bottom two. Uge, Zeus as well goes down, and the entire lobby has all broken. France with 200,000 will take this tiebreaker.
Joshua with the combo. It is no longer a map. This is a victory lap. France is going to take down Sweden. You can play the victory music, but France down 3-5 at the end of the row, back against the wall. They fight back. They take the break point. They take their pick, and who else but Punky Stereo to be the one to top score the lobby. The main carry comes back just in time for France to take the match, to take the winner's side, sending Sweden, the undefeated team, down to the loser's bracket.
It's getting easier as well. I mean, Uge's holding, but it's not enough. Sweden continues to team wipe on this entire section. I mean, France masterclass from 3 players really above 250,000, and Punky Stereo standing at the top. This is his Austerlitz, showing us exactly why he's the best, showing up even when it's over. France, they cling onto this winner's bracket run, and they secure themselves top 3 on the back of these 4 players.
Incredible. We thought it was over. We thought that Sweden had their out. We thought that they could not lose up 5-6, but 5 is all that they get. And France is the one to take it home. And my God, what a performance by Punky Stereo. All the earlier transgressions, all the earlier misses, all those inconsistencies are forgotten. And we have 1,317 reasons why. Incredible performance. Sweden gave it their best shot, but when it just came to the Cocoon Protocol, France is the one that emerges a butterfly.
Winners of today's battle, France. I can't even say narrowly on that tiebreaker. 200,000 on that final map. They win against Sweden, who beat them before in Swiss stage. This was a revenge match, and what a revenge it was. Served cold by all of France, but most importantly, Punky Stereo showing up at the end there. And, well, they secure themselves top 3. They go up against the winner of Russia and Poland, who is going to be decided tomorrow. And, yeah, watch out for some more matches for FIDE European Cup. We have some at 12 UTC and 16. And that's it for today. Anything else to say, Jing?
No, I mean, just a couple more matches to watch throughout the day. But beyond that, that was an incredible match that we just saw. And Sweden is, I don't think we've seen the last of them no matter what happens, but oh my God, what a match. I think that'll be all all from me and Lefirel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the tiebreaker. Incredible scenes. Incredible scenes. And we hope to see you again soon in Kazakhstan versus United Kingdom, Germany versus Czechia, Russia versus Poland. So two of these teams, I believe, will be going out.
Catch you guys tomorrow.